Hey guys, the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to Rafterman already out here on the field, gunning, shooting at the funny bunnies, at the baby bears. Make sure you're touching all the buttons if you're just tuning in. We got 4 concurrent viewers. We've been on for 55 seconds. Make sure you're caressing the buttons, like, subscribe, post notification bell, ding, ding. Stay tuned in to the good crypto word that we spread here daily. Golem, Tezos, Bitshares are green. What's next for Bitcoin? I see Bitcoin holding its ground above 8,400, which I have identified as a support level. I think we need to stay above that 8,400 in order for things to continue to look good, which they are. Now we're seeing other altcoins on the green. And listen, I'm happy about these altcoins going green. Okay, Golem, or I don't know if it's Golem or I think it's Golem. Tezos, Bitshares. I like Bitshares as well. I'm actually a lifetime member of Bitshares, decentralized exchange. And don't sleep on these decentralized exchanges. We're going to be talking about, the battle between surveillance coins and privacy coins. There was an article there on CoinDesk talking about the discussions at the World Economic Forum that's going on in Davos, Switzerland right now. And, you know, the one percenters, the top of the pyramid, the all-seeing eyes are congregating out there to continue to discuss how they can dominate the small fries. So, now they're talking about blockchain. And guys, I've been saying it for a while. The blockchain is here to chain it down. And they're surveilling everything. And it's a good thing for the powers that be. That's why I think that Bitcoin itself may have been a Trojan horse when it comes to its tech. You know, it was sold as a liberation tool, a tool of liberation. But in fact, it could be a tool for enslavement if you come to think about it. Anyhow, there is going to be, or there already is, a battle between surveillance coins, which is the majority of the coins that you're going to see on the cap, that you're seeing on the cap, and then privacy coins, which there's very few. The only one that I'm really crip walking with right now is Monero. There's also other ones like Zcash and Dash, I know, has privacy features or whatnot, but nothing seems to me stronger than Monero when it comes to privacy. And going on that thought, not only privacy coins, but decentralized exchanges like Bitshares, like the exchanges that could be built on top of that protocol and others. That's why I've been focused on that. So, we're going to touch upon that subject. We're going to see what the price of Bitcoin may be headed to. We're going to talk about Golem, Tezos, Bitshares, and more. Make sure you're touching the buttons. It's the voice here. Your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. I'm going to D-Live today, and I think I'll replay the manipulation of time video since we were talking about it yesterday. And, I want to always, drop little videos for you guys to stay entertained and informed and focused over there. So go ahead and follow me at dlive.tv/champagne crypto. I'll continue the things that make you go, streams. And you got to make sure you're catching them immediately because they expire in 3 days. I had one up about the CIA mind control and the 1960s hippie movement out there in the Laurel Canyon and the peculiar relations between those hippies and the military. So, it's something that you want to tune into. So today we're going to most likely replay that manipulation of time where it explains that there's actually 13 months if you're going by the lunar calendar. 28 times 13 plus 1 is 365. And, they're programming the time. They're trying to move things around. And it's important for us to at least stay in the know. Shout out to Dilemma. What's up? Rafterman says, have not heard about Golem coin for some time. Me neither. Actually, I used to hold some Golem. I think I may even have like a Golem or 3 there in my back pocket there, somewhere amongst the lint. But yeah, it's been a while since I see that. Let me turn off these coins. I'll show you my screen here. You can see the price of Bitcoin looking all right. It's above 86, and it's kind of, just been trading sideways for the past day or so. Just sideways action. This is not bad at all. We see, at least in the past few days, higher highs. So let's see what we could do from now. Let me go ahead and show coin market cap. Hit refresh. Stay up to date with the latest kaboom. 240 billion worldwide. Bitcoin dominance there at 65.7. 86.74 for Bitcoin, basically as it was yesterday. Just trading sideways. Same thing with Ether. 168 trading sideways. Ripple at 23 cents. Bitcoin Cash, we talked about it yesterday, how it may be leading the altcoin rallies. I don't know if that's true, but Bitcoin Cash is looking all right there at 344. Bitcoin SV is down now. It's at 303. But it's interesting that amongst all the controversy, this coin is at a number 5. And I've said it. It shows how weak other altcoins may be. If you this controversial coin that's arguably not really being used that much right now can soar to the top 5. Litecoin there at $58. I like Litecoin. I think Litecoin has been a top performer this past month, outperforming Bitcoin definitely as far as the weight gain. EOS at 366, Binance at 1771, Stellar at 6 cents, Cardano now moving back up on the. Will we ever see Cardano in the top 10? Perhaps, maybe, if they can actually get something working. 4 cents for Cardano. Tron there at 1 cent. Tezos at 163. Tezos is moving. And it's catching my attention more often nowadays because it keeps moving closer to the number 10. This is a smart contract platform. And listen, there's going to be smart contract platforms that compete with Ethereum. That's why I've kept a bag of EOS. And I've looked at Cardano. Certainly Tron is attractive as well, but don't sleep on Tezos. I don't think there's a clear winner in the smart contract platform sector, other than obviously Ether. But, we've said this before, Ether right now is not scalable. So although there's a lot of money, there's a lot of confidence, is there going to be somebody or another coin out there that really competes? I've always thought it was EOS, Ethereum on steroids, but it's kind of been quiet for EOS. So, will it be something like Cardano, Tron, Tezos? I wouldn't sleep on Tezos. I got to learn a little bit more about it, but it's been looking good. And then, of course, you got Monero at $64. Ether Classic is up as well, $9.26. Listen, the name brands are going up. I believe that we're seeing maybe some new blood entering the market. If it's not new blood, it's a little extra capital at least. And we've seen a pattern here with some of the Bitcoin forks moving up, and then also the Ethereum forks. That's why I wouldn't sleep on strong cap ERC20 tokens. We did a video of what ERC20 tokens could be next to Boom, and I encourage you guys to check that one out. Going back to what I was talking about, this surveillance coins versus well, before we get into that, let's look at the winners. Golem is the winner, and you're right, Rafterman. I haven't seen Golem in a while. Let me go ahead and check out Golem here. This one's, it's one of the OG ERC20 tokens, and it's up 25% today against Bitcoin and Ether. You can see Golem is a peer-to-peer decentralized marketplace for computing power. The project aims to be an alternative to centralized cloud service providers with its lower price point and open source community of devs. Golem Network pools global computing power and enables users to access these resources with GNT. I've always liked the idea, and I'll tell you, when I started stacking Ether, this along with Augur, which is one of the first 2 tokens that I really snagged up because I thought the idea was pretty solid. I saw value in this utility that this token is promising to provide. So, don't sleep on it. Check out the website. It's interesting that this one's back around. So I don't know what could be behind this pump, but sharing computing power on the blockchain with the GNT token sounds attractive. So let me know. I don't know how this compares to buying computing power directly from Amazon Web Services or whatnot. But if you want to keep it decentral, it's something to consider. It's up 182% since its inception. So I wouldn't sleep on Golem. I like Golem. I think I may even have a little Golem baggie there. I got to check my Ether wallets. I think there may be one that's at 4 cents. Yeah, even if I have a few of them, it's only 4 cents. So, maybe I have like 5 or 10 of them. Happy with my Litecoin bags. They have kept on DCA. Yeah, they really have. Especially this year. So far, it's been gaining weight, which is a good sign. What up with Bitshares? Yeah, Bitshares is actually moving. Let's go back to Bitshares. I like Bitshares. That's another one that I became a lifetime member. I became a lifetime member with when I heard about it immediately because I liked the idea. So, it's something to consider. Bitshares is a decentralized exchange. It's one of the first of its kind. These Larimer chains, I'll tell you, Steam is a trailblazer, Bitshares, but they haven't done that well with price-wise, and maybe it's because of the inflation on the chains. I don't know. Let's look at BTS. BTS is up 5% today, and even Steam gained weight this week. So I'm not surprised. The coins that have good ideas, they seem to be gaining weight this week. Golem has a good idea. Bitshares as well. Coins that promise some good value. I would say that they're going up. Bitshares. I said this before. Decentralized exchange. If it's not Bitshares, it's going to be another one. There's going to be some value, and we're going to get into that. These notes from the World Economic Forum. There is a battle brewing out there, and it's between surveillance coins and privacy coins. There's going to be a split. We need to stop calling these surveillance coins crypto, because in fact they're not really crypto. They're not. There's no secret. There is no privacy really. Crypto implies some sort of privacy, if you ask me. And once we look deeper into these coins, it's straight up surveillance, guys, up and down. And you'll see what they have to say. They find value in these surveillance coins because they can share data between each other. The powers that be. What's up with Bitshares? I used to like Bitshares a lot. Yeah, I like it as well. And because of that, I became a lifetime member when I first got into it. And I'll be honest with you, it really hasn't paid off to be a lifetime member. I think I got in when the price was like at 20 cents. Right now, it's like 6 cents or 1 cent. So yeah, I at one point it was like almost 20 cents. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. Let's look at the 1 year to date. Yeah, even year to date, it's year to date it's all right, but all-time chart hasn't looked very fruitful for BTS. But what's cool about BTS, this open protocol, is that you can make your own exchange using the BTS protocol. So like EOS has those sister chains. The same thing with Bitshares. They have sister chains as well. But it's up. It's up today. Certainly not up since I became a member, but it's up nonetheless. Let's look at these notes from the World Economic Forum. The coming battle between surveilled and private money. And I think that, this battle's already started, really. This is in Davos, Switzerland, when the world's leading bankers and policymakers gathered this week at the 50th annual meeting of the World Economic Forum in Davos. Okay, the number one use case of blockchain technology promoted by government is data sharing, says Zhang Jiaqin, CEO of startup Guangzhou Technology, said on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum. So there again, the number one use case of blockchain tech promoted by government is data sharing, because they're surveilling everything, every movement, and this data is going to be inputted into artificial intelligence in order to predict your next movement and send you more products, and also to shape your behavior. I could imagine. Bitshares is supposed to be a DEX and smart coin factory. They were one of the first to have gold-backed crypto and still be decentralized. Yeah, I don't know if it's actually Bitshares that had the gold-backed crypto, but it was associated with Bitshares with Stan Larimer, Dan Larimer's dad, and he created some coins. And I actually did videos of them that are being traded on one of the Bitshares sister chains, I believe. You may want to, if you're interested in getting my opinion. It's been a while, but I know I did a video, crypto's backed by gold, and explains all that. But yeah, I remember that, Derek. So going back to here, let me actually, this is a good article. I'm not going to read this entirety, but this talks about the battle between surveillance chains and privacy coins, basically. Did I save this? Hold on. And excuse me if this stream is experiencing some hiccups, because it says here that I have excellent connections, but on my monitor, I see that the stream seems to be trying to load up, having trouble load up. But there's that link to the article. Let me get to the meat and potatoes here. They talk about stablecoins. First, a World Economic Forum session of the day says stablecoins allow people to transact with each other with the same ease that communicate and share data. adding nation state cryptos are a game changer that he sees as a real disruption for financial inclusion. So, talks about bigger government. And at the end of the day, it just proves what I've been trying to say. Bitcoin is not going to be banned, and it's not really here to save anyone. At the end of the day, it's providing a bunch of data. Yeah, it's not completely, it's not tagging you to your name, but it's pseudonymous, guys. At the end of the day, once you interact with one of the KYC exchanges, that's it. Every single transaction that you'll ever do on the blockchain, you'll be associated with. And that's what it is, guys. That's the bottom line. I can't believe that crypto influencers at the beginning of the Bitcoin revolution really didn't identify that flaw, that weakness. So decentralization, liberation, this, guys, it's all a bunch of hype. At the end of the day, they're loving this surveillance coin. So that's why I keep saying that, there is value in Monero and decentralized exchanges because of the data sharing, guys. But, at the end of the day, the layman, the small fry, the regular average Joe doesn't care about their privacy or about their data being shared. They're snapping selfies of themselves all over their house, sharing their location, sharing their whole family and friends and their whole farm. And shows me that people they really don't care. They're surveilling themselves, and they're giving up the data on their own. It's another reason why you don't catch Champagne out here trying to promote, myself physically. It's about the ideas because, I ain't with that, guys. I'm Champagne crypto. It's not Champagne surveillance. Derek McLean says the champ's right. Right on what? Maybe one of the things I said. I'm not always right, though, guys. I know I'm wrong sometimes, and that's why I got to say to you guys, I'm not your daddy, and you got to make your own decisions. But sometimes I'm right. A lot of times I'm right. Derek says, when I find the best privacy coin, I'll invest. Right now, the best privacy coin that has liquidity is Monero. I mean, granted, it's not perfect, and if you're waiting for the perfect coin, it's not. Nothing's perfect out there. But Monero's looking solid. I got some bags here on Monero. Obviously not more than Bitcoin, and I don't expect it to just take over. Don't expect any of these coins to bring the revolution financially, guys. That's all a bunch of crypto hippie nonsense. I was on that train for a while, but sipping on the potion. I was a believer in Santa Claus, basically. And guys, stop it. Once you stop watching the pornography, okay, and you start lifting heavier weight. You start tuning into the frequencies out here, you'll see the lies a lot easier. So look into them, Derek. Look into these privacy coins. Typo says McAfee Dex in March 2020, McAfee.dex. That's cool, and I'm excited about decentralization, decentralized exchanges, but I'm not excited about McAfee. Okay, I mean the vibrations with him, I'm not letting him babysit the kids. I'll tell you that much. So, that being said, I don't really care about what he's doing or he's not. But, Dex is definitely where it's at. I've done a video, I used to share it here in the description. 5 industries that make kaboom. And it's, I've talked about privacy coins, decentralized exchanges, and gaming as well. Don't sleep on gaming. I can see a lot of use case for crypto in the gaming industry. That's true, Rafterman. Derek, if it's the best, you will not see it until it's too late. It's private. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, guys, look at Monero. I'm still here trying to figure out how any of these coins are better than Monero when it comes to, crypto. Now, Monero is not like a Binance coin. It's not like investing in a company or anything. It's investing in an alternative. It's really what it is. It's just having an alternative. Now, is that alternative going to kaboom? I don't think so. It's like having a generator. It's not like, is the generator going to be your main source of power? Probably not, but it's nice to have one just in case the power goes out. And if it does go out, that generator is going to be valuable. So, that's how I look at it. It's a backup plan. Monero's a backup plan, just in case, And there's other privacy coins too. Beam certainly looks attractive. It just doesn't have the same liquidity. Yeah, there you go. See, you're reading my mind there, Derek. Beam, yeah. As I'm saying it, you're typing it. Yeah, Beam. The reason, Beam may be more, solid than Monero. I don't know, fundamental wise, but it certainly doesn't have the liquidity that Monero has. Yeah, it's built on Mimblewimble. Yeah, we've talked about it. I like it. I certainly do like it. Just comparing the two, I just see way more liquidity with Monero, way more actual transactions. Beam is like, I don't know, ranked number 90 something. And then you got Monero, it's, in the top 20. And you say it yourself, Derek, the majority of these coins on the cap are straight trash. So you got to watch out. Just because it's got a good idea, it may not be, liquid. But yeah, that's what's next. Not for Bitcoin, but for blockchain. Like I said here, the first sentence on this article from the notes of the World Economic Forum there in Davos, Switzerland, is that the number one use case of blockchain technology promoted by governments is data sharing. They want all the data on you, and that's what it is. It's the blockchains collects data, and that data is going to be fed to the AI. Beam is baby Monero. Yeah, that's true. And maybe even better than Monero fundamental wise, tech wise. I don't know. But you know what I like about Monero? You could still mine it with graphic cards. You can mine it at home, and it's completely private. You can't find somebody's balance or anything like that. It's pretty legit. It's what Bitcoin promised to be. Typo says number one in job in 2020 equals blockchain in biz per link article. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. The LinkedIn article says that number one job in 2020 is going to be blockchain. I don't know exactly what that means. I don't know if it's like blockchain developers or, blockchain promoters or influencers. I really don't know. Or if they're talking about the entire industry. But I'll say this much. I don't see any asset class that is going to gain more weight in the short term than crypto. And I shouldn't even call it crypto. It's really blockchain is really what it is, because crypto implies privacy. And let's keep it 1,000, guys. This is not privacy. It's surveillance. Yeah, shout out to Typo out there. We've been on for 23 minutes. I want to keep this one short. Yesterday I went over an hour. I feel like I talked too much yesterday. Today I'm going to go ahead and do another things that make you go, broadcast. If you didn't catch the manipulation of time video that I was sharing maybe a week or two ago, I'm going to do another replay of it. I'll share it again. I'm sharing videos and things that make you go, over there. So if you're interested with that, tune into D-Live very soon. In the next few minutes, I'm going to fire that up. Manipulation of time, talking about the lunar calendar. There's really 13 months. How the Roman emperors, they switched up the calendar. They added August and July, and one emperor wanted more days than the other. How the time is just used to program you. Really, you're behaving around that clock. Your behaviors really are directly correlated to the Gregorian calendar, whether you like it or not. So. It's certainly a mind-stimulating stream that I encourage you guys to check out. And I'll certainly replay them if prompted to, if requested. I know that these videos, they expire every 3 days or after 3 days, and I think that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So shout out to Rafterman. He just dropped me $2. Thanks, Rafterman. I got Raptorman here as one of as I think the only moderator here on YouTube. After I was attacked by some BSV trolls the other day. And since they changed the dashboard on me, I had trouble banning them, finding the ban button. Rafterman, he caught my back and he put some people on timeout for me. So I don't know if we found out how to permanently ban people yet, or again, being that they changed this dashboard, but it was good enough to put them on timeout. Sometimes you got to put these people on timeout. They want to come out and they want to grab the microphone. I'm on stage, I'm doing my set basically out here, and then here comes the troll to want to get on stage and literally take the microphone from me. I interact. You know me. I'm definitely open to criticism, and I'm going back and forth with people. But there was this guy. He just wouldn't shut up. And I was giving him time to talk, but it was like after a while, I was like, listen, he's out the box. So if you guys been following me, you know how I get down. And shout out to Rafterman for catching my back. And also showing love here, dropping a couple ducats here in the bucket. This definitely goes to the babies, make them stronger. I said the baby's formula fund, but the baby champette is about to transition to whole milk, and then the young gunner, he's almost 2, so he's been off the formula, but we're keeping him strong. I'll give him whole milk, guys. I give him whole milk. Imagine some of these babies that they're only drinking soy milk. It's incredible. There's a lot of them out there too. So not the champs, not the young champ. It's vitamin D, whole milk. Stay strong out there. Rafterman said, I got it figured, I think. Yeah, just to know how to do it. And sometimes it's cool to put people on timeout or, give them a chance to state what they got to say. And let's, see if they respect the population. But if not, just snipe them out the box. I know yesterday you sniped somebody out quick. Someone's talked trash, and, I was going to talk trash back to him. But Rafterman just, boom, he pulled out the long sniper. Thanks for catching my back out there, Rafterman. So, guys, on that note, let me go ahead and recap. Golem, Tezos, Bitshares are in the green. It just shows me that solid altcoins are still going up. And, I don't know necessarily if Golem's solid, but the idea seems legit. And it's one of the first ERC20 tokens that I scooped up back when I started hodling Ether alongside Augur. And Augur recently had a nice run. Tezos seems like another decentralized application platform that is competing with Ether alongside EOS, Tron, and really just EOS and maybe Cardano, but Cardano ain't doing nothing right now. I haven't seen a Cardano dApp. I just heard a bunch of hype, and let me tell you, I like Cardano. I think the Cardano team has talent, but I'm getting tired of waiting. I want to see some movement. I got it figured. Okay, I read that. Dolphin 134 is here. Kaboom. Dolphin, we're about to spark up a D-Live stream and share some interesting videos that make you go, today we'll do the time manipulation video. Rafterman says, no one tells Champ to shut up. Yeah, I mean, if imagine that, you're going into somebody's set. Imagine a comedian is, just started his set and he's on stage and you just waltz on in to the venue and just go, shut up, stop talking. It's like, come on, So, I was going to go back and forth with him for a second, but Rafterman wasn't having it. So we sniped him right out, and he was wasted. On that note, guys, I did share that link to the notes from the World Economic Forum, the coming battle between surveilled and private money. I told you guys there's surveillance blockchains, which is the majority of these chains, and then there's privacy coins, which are maybe a handful, okay? And know the difference. Know what know what the difference is. Derek says, I've called Cardano trash for a while now. You certainly have, yeah. You had less belief in it than I have. That's true. And, it's hard to argue when it hasn't done anything. It's certainly a great idea. It sounds great. Cool story, bro. But, is it doing something? And so far, I got to say, it's certainly appearing more trashy every day. It doesn't do anything. That being said, I want to be clear. I like the team, and I think that there's something there, but if you don't perform, it is what it is. Rafterman says, so have I. Yeah. I know a lot of people were calling it trash. I mean, and it's been a while since we had our Cardano general here in the population in the chat box, Mr. Revolutionist. And if he's out there listening, come back. Rev, come back. It doesn't matter if Cardano's not booming. You could still win. There's 5,000 other coins. Guys, don't get married to any of these coins. Don't fall in love with any of these coins, and don't worship the golden calf. I realized that, just yesterday, I was really thinking, listen, I got the logo here. It's basically an idol here in the bottom right-hand corner. And it's to show it's basically Bitcoin is like the modern age golden calf. And we shouldn't idolize these things, guys. We shouldn't idolize none of these coins, really. That's the bottom lines. And it's just funny, like that correlation that just hit me. I'm like, wow. And those are two separate graphics, the spinning Bitcoin and the golden calf, but I put them together, but not the golden calf, but the little baby calf. But, to me, it equals the golden calf. And I was like, wow, we've been idolizing this whole time. We need to slow down. Derek says, I married Binance years ago. Yeah, don't fall in love, Derek. Don't fall in love with Binance. She may treat you well today, but imagine, you don't never know. She may leave you for another exchange. Shout out to Punish GT. I see you, Punish. Yeah, don't fall in love with any of these coins, including Bitcoin. You know, I myself was a little bit too enamored by Bitcoin until I realized it's Santa Claus. But you know, it's definitely here to stay for the short to midterm. Now, how much is it here to stay long term? Is it going to be here 10, 20 years from now? I really don't have no idea. But for at least 5 years, I expect it to dominate. On that note, guys, I'm going to encourage you, dlive.tv/champagnecrypto. I'm about to do a live stream over there in just a few minutes. Okay, stay tuned in. Shout out to Derek McLean, Punish GT, Rafterman, Dolphin 134. He says, I'm a mod for 8 channels and I'm not proud of it. Tone Vase and Tyler Jenks was the worst savage chat comments. Oh, I didn't know that. I do follow Tone, but I don't really watch his videos as of late. Tyler Jenks, never heard of him. Punish GT says, why Golem pump so much? I have no idea. I'm going to be honest with you. I certainly think it's a solid idea. And my guess would be that alternative coins that have solid ideas, people may be betting on them. You know, Bitshares is a cool idea. Golem as well. And it seems like, you know, those OG alternative coins that have cool ideas like Augur, they may move. They may move. Let me see what it's saying here on CoinDesk regarding Golem. Now, this is a June article. I can't find any information with Golem. Yeah, that's my guess. You know, I could be wrong. Maybe there's some information of like some new upgrade or whatnot, but not that I've heard. On that note, guys, go ahead and check me out now on dlive.tv. I'll be there in just a moment. Oh, Dolphin says that the gentleman Tyler Jenks died of a heart attack last year. Yeah, I remember when that happened, and somebody, I don't know if it was you, they came in the chat box and, you know, they wished him well. And, you know, I never checked him out. And, you know, my condolences. I just don't know who he is. So, but I remember him, people talking about him. When these trash coins pump, that means it's a bull market. You're kind of right there, Derek. I can't disagree with you on that one. You know, when you see like, you know, and listen, I wouldn't call them all trash. I like some of these alts have good ideas, but, you know, just because they have good ideas doesn't mean they're actually working, you know. I don't really know anybody that's using Golem. You know, it's a great idea, the shared computing power, but you got a point. You know, once altcoins start gaining a lot of weight and they start moving, it's a good sign. It is definitely a good sign. So, you know, I'm out here holding these bits. I'm waiting. What's next for Bitcoin? I think what's next is a path to 10,000. I don't know how soon that's going to happen, but it may happen sooner than later. On that note, guys, I'm out of here. Catch me now on dlive.tv. I'll be there in like 5 minutes. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Champagne Crypto, thanks for tuning in.